Promises of cozy dreams and deep sleep ride on the autumn breeze in this collection of 5 bedtime stories for grown-ups. The crisp, cool air of fall and the splendor of changing leaves offer a time to settle in by a fire and cuddle up. In this collection, you may enjoy 3 hours of sleep stories with guided meditations and visualizations. You may wish to take a moment now to subscribe if you haven't already, so you may return to this series in the future. Autumn is a time for reflection. The cooler temperatures make for the perfect setting for deep sleep. In the safety of your room, you may drift from one story to the next, like a sailing jewel-toned leaf swept away by this time for change. Fall reminds us that moments pass and seasons change. It helps us learn the grace of letting go and transitioning towards something different. It teaches us how to surrender while also appreciating its beauty in saturated hues and fading golden light. Virginia Woolf once wrote, "And all the lives we ever lived, and all the lives to be, are full of trees and changing leaves." From the changing leaves to a library by the sea, to autumn in New England, and a soothing long car ride to a cabin on the lake, to the wild horses that run by a sea at sunset. You may experience the enchantment of peak fall foliage. This is a time for longing and nostalgia, like a series of dreams. These tales will blend into one another, and you may tune in and out however you desire before you cross over the bridge to your sleeping life. It's time to dream away. The changing leaves. I'd like to welcome you to Michelle's Sanctuary. I am Michelle, and as you are listening, you may think of me as your friend and ally. I am here just for you, to let you know that you matter, and your relaxation is of the utmost importance right now. You deserve sleep, and you deserve to conjure the most soothing of experiences to help you transition from your waking life to the dreamscapes that wait deep in the night. In the safety of your bed, take in a deep breath and imagine that you are inhaling the crisp late day air of a mountain trail in autumn. As you exhale, you visualize your breath is like a hazy, luminous stream that causes the leaves on the trees to begin to fall around you. And you inhale again, and you smell the sweet, wet earth, scented by decaying leaves. The smell blends with a hint of burning wood in a wood stove as a trail of smoke wafts through the trees, weaving in and around them like purple-black ribbons. This smoke trail leads to your cottage. You exhale as you step on the trail, feeling as your comfortable shoes press into the earth's surface. You look up towards the dark blue sky that is barely visible through the kaleidoscope of fall leaves in jewel tones of topaz and ruby and vibrant shades of canary yellow and chartreuse. A slight nip is in the air, causing your scalp and face to tingle, while the rest of your body is warmly bundled in an oversized sweater that is well worn from years of washing and wearing. The same is true for the soft denim you wear and the plush socks that keep your feet warm and protected. In your hand is a metal thermos that contains your favorite warm beverage. Perhaps it is seasonal, like a mulled cider, or pumpkin coffee, or hot cocoa, or autumnal tea. You remove the cap, feeling as the steam hits your face and the comforting fragrance wafts through the forest around you. You take a sip, feeling as the smooth elixir travels down your throat, soothing you and warming you. It takes you to memories of comfort and warmth, bundled indoors near a radiator or furnace or fireplace. The patches of fall colors start slowly at first. A leaf or two, or a cluster here and there, are beginning to go magenta and gold and orange, while the rest of the leaves retain their green. And if you think for a moment in your own life, it is the little changes, one at a time, that prepare you and guide you towards major shifts. They need not happen all at once, just one leaf at a time. Slowly and gracefully surrendering to the seasons of change that come many times in a lifetime, much like fall. And you look to these tall trees surrounding you like a fortress, to see dark gray clouds roll in. Non-threatening, they float through the sky as it becomes monotone and murky. The grays and neutral tones of the sky offer the perfect contrast to the vibrant colors that surround you. And like watching a video in time-lapse, the green leaves begin to change before you like a chameleon, instantly fading from green to shades of yellow, or brightening to reds and oranges, until all the green in the leaves has switched over to fall's palette. A leaf or two floats down, down, towards the mulch path of the forest, as a brown rabbit hops in front of you. The anticipation of what is to come radiates through the forest, causing a wave of goosebumps to form on your body, in part by the cool air, and in part by the excitement this changing season inspires. You walk deeper into the woods as all the trees are in their peak vibrance and awe-inspiring. The clusters of leaves are like colorful dandelion puffs atop slender, tall, dark trunks. You run your hand along the texture of a tree trunk, feeling its rough and cool bark. You feel the strength of the tree, visualizing the roots so deeply embedded in the damp earth below you. The tree lets go of its leaves so it may survive the winter ahead. And like this tree, you can feel your own internal strength. And you may recognize times in your life that you must let go of things in order to thrive. Your attention turns to the plume of smoke in the distance that now, like a black boa scarf, weaves through the tips of the trees. The tangerine orb of a sun looks metallic, like pearly molten lava. It is bright against a silhouette of purple mountains in the distance. You take a moment and admire the myriad of colors, the cool gray tones of the sky, the warm saturated rays of sunlight that cast the forest in a honey glow. The palette is like an overlap of the warmest of colors and the coolest of tones, in the same way fall is an overlap of summer's warmth and the impending winter's chill. You stand in the in-between of two extremes in the delicate balance of fall. As you walk further along, the smell of burning wood wafts around you like a blanket of comfort. You take another sip of your warm beverage as its sweet aroma is also met with the metallic smell of a babbling brook and the rich, damp bed beneath it. You can hear the soft flow of water over stones, trickling gently, and you follow the sound until you come to a clearing. And there you find your rustic cottage awaiting you. The gray stone cottage is also covered in the warm fall sunlight. It is nestled among evergreen trees towards the back of the clearing, and it looks out onto the brook. You walk towards the brook to find an Adirondack-style wooden chair that is handcrafted. It is close to the silvery blue clean waters that run over the ebony and slate blue stones. You walk towards the fresh water and dip your fingers into it, feeling the cool sensation as you wash off your face. You are instantly refreshed as you lick the droplets of water on your lips that remind you of the taste of a cool metal spoon licked clean of ice cream. You go to the wooden chair and sit, close enough to the stream that you could dip in a toe if you desired. You feel the curve of the chair's back that is contoured to perfectly fit the curve of your back. You nestle your neck against the pine wood and angle your face towards the setting sun. It appears as if the last light of the day is cutting through the forest like sparkles, dancing around you like fireflies. A maple tree with vibrant red leaves is nearest to you, and as one of its broad leaves falls, dancing on the cool air, it glides towards the rippled water, made golden by day's last light. Your focus becomes dreamy as you are entranced by this leaf's gradual and graceful fall. And when it lands on a wave, the sparkling light on the water spells the word dream. And in this moment, you imagine your own dream yet to come true. You look at the water's surface to watch it unfold like a shimmering watercolor painting come to life. You see yourself reflecting back, happy and fulfilled, as your dream is coming true. Perhaps this is a dream you have held for a long time, or perhaps this is a dream you have forgotten. But as you bask in the warm glow of the sun, as the nip of fall hits your face, you smile and feel electric energy travel across your skin. This dream you watch play out may have many components to it, or it may only have one vision you have held for yourself. Whatever this dream encapsulates, you take this moment to enjoy the feeling of having a dream that is just yours. It does not matter what anyone else thinks or what anyone else may say, because you deserve to nourish and cultivate this vision as you desire in this magical forest that is here just for you to enjoy. You inhale the fragrant fall air as the sun makes its gradual descent towards the horizon. You look at the bright yellow leaves of a river birch tree as one leaf slips away from a skinny branch and floats down towards the water. Like the maple leaf, it lands, and the ripples of sparkling water form the word imagine. The letters glow on the brook as if set ablaze with stage lights. And suddenly you imagine a scene on the water of what your life could look like. Imagine what the future holds. All the possibilities within reach, and all the doors that can open to what you desire and seek. You close your eyes and take in a deep breath, feeling relaxed in your entire body. Your muscles melt. Your body feels heavy, and your mind is at ease. And when you open your eyes, you see leaves falling all around you, as if you are in the middle of a snow globe. But instead of snow, leaves are falling all around in a synchronized dance. It sounds like delicate wings of a butterfly flapping, as more leaves than you could count are making their way towards the stream and landing on the clearing in a soft patter. A gentle autumn wind begins to blow as the sun disappears and the glow of twilight illuminates the sky above. You are surrounded by leaves as colorful as a stained glass window, in shades of mahogany and gold, and banana yellow, and magenta, and fiery red, and plum, and bright orange. They fall all around you. You are in the center of fall's rainbow as you listen to the rustling and inhale the honeyed aroma of leaves in decay. And every leaf suddenly comes aglow, like a mini TV screen upon which your most precious memories play out. You reach out and touch a leaf, feeling its jagged edges as they cause your hand to glow and a wave of warmth to travel up your arm to your entire body. Your skin now twinkling as if covered in stardust. Upon the leaf you see a memory of your favorite person in this life, and one of your favorite memories with this loved one. Another leaf falls, and you see a memory of a celebration. You see yourself full of joy. Another leaf displays a favorite vacation. Another shows you in a loving embrace when you needed it the most. Another leaf shows your best childhood friend. And when you are still and look to all the colorful leaves around you, there are dozens of great memories illuminated on them as they are sparkling and twinkling. And you are in the heart of your own life story. Even in a season of letting go, you retain the best of your experiences in life that have led you to this moment in time. The air is getting chillier, and fewer leaves begin to fall, as the ground is now coated in an array of colors that shine in the silvery blue light of the moon that has now come out. A fog moves in slowly, like a sheer gray silk scarf, wafting and weaving through the silhouette of the trees and hovering over the gurgling waters of the stream. You rise, taking your thermos, and feel ready to seek the comforts of the cottage. Your shoes land on the damp leaves, and the leaves curl around your shoes like gift wrap as you walk towards the entrance to the cottage. You feel strangely released from gravity as each foot raises, and you glide across the clearing to the stairs that lead to your cozy dwelling. You ascend the stone steps to the porch that is mottled with fallen leaves as well. You approach the front door and open it, as you are instantly met with the dry, warm air of the living area. The room is dim, but for the amber glow of the cast iron wood stove that illuminates the angular ceilings and exposed wooden beams overhead. There is an overstuffed velvet sofa near the wood stove in your favorite color, with chenille throws in a myriad of jewel tones that remind you of the leaves outside. You remove your shoes and slip your feet into a pair of fleecy slippers that feel like walking on clouds as you gracefully lead yourself towards the sofa. The cottage is adorned with fall decorum. A cinnamon broom made of pine sticks hangs from the wooden beams, and the smell marries the fragrance of burning oak in the wood stove. A bowl of apples rests on a handmade coffee table made of local reclaimed wood. You place your thermos on the table, running your hand along its smooth, ridged surface, and it reminds you of tree trunks in the forest. You sink into the sofa, listening as the wind blows leaves across the front porch and rustles the remaining leaves in the trees, letting them break away and giving them the freedom to take flight. The sound of the wood popping and crackling in the stove adds an impromptu percussive sound. You wrap yourself in a soft, recently washed throw. It smells of clean laundry. You feel each velvety knitted thread as you wrap it around you and bundle yourself tightly. You peer out the 4-pane window of the cottage to see the leaves falling in what will be the busiest night for the shedding trees. Tomorrow the clearing will be a bed of leaves, perfect for your inner child, wishing to dive in the piles. You close your eyes, feeling warm and content, and listen to the wind, softly whipping around the house, just the same as it has for centuries. And the stone cottage remains intact and strong and a safe haven. You take in a deep breath and exhale, and imagine that you are floating on an oversized leaf. In this dreamy landscape between wakefulness and slumber, you surrender to the sensation of floating. And this grand leaf falls from the highest point of the tree as you ride it down towards the earth, watching the sky disappear behind the silhouette of branches. The leaf drifts towards the stream and lands on it, and you ride the leaf as if it is a raft. You lie on your back, looking to see the stars that peek out between the branches, covered in gray clouds. You float along. There is nothing but this moment. The stream carries you through the woods, and you glide on the leaf over smooth rocks. The stream cuts through the fog that is an ethereal white veil, mystical and dreamlike. It conjures memories of dreams you have had before. There is a sense of déjà vu. And every now and then, you have the awareness that you are safely bundled on the velvet sofa as the sounds of the wood stove bring you back to that moment. But you float and drift between these two worlds. The safety of the cottage offers you a sanctuary and safe place to continue on this imaginative sojourn down the stream and through the woods. You feel as light as a feather, as light as a maple leaf. There is no yesterday. There is no tomorrow. There is only this blissful overlap of worlds, melting together like different colors of chalk on a sidewalk drawing, left out in the rain. You focus on the colors of the leaves and how their changing follows a pattern every year with consistency. Even when the world feels uncertain, when times are in flux and your life feels out of control, Mother Nature's hand is at play. The seasons always change, and you may always rely on fall's splendor. You feel yourself floating downstream, entering into your own dreamscape as you surrender to the calling of sleep, letting go, drifting deeper and deeper down, existing in so many places of deep comfort and relaxation all at once. Your relaxation comes in layers, dreams built upon dreams, nestled in a cottage, floating on a leaf, comfortable in your bed at home, and drifting to sleep. Or you may drift into another place and time, to experience the joy of fall. Library by the sea. The crisp air beckons to you in a whisper and inspires you to drift on the night air. You travel until you land on a carpet of crisp autumn leaves. You watch your feet step on the jewel-toned mosaic, comfortably outfitted in well-worn buttery boots. There's a nip in the breeze, meeting your face with the warning that winter will soon be on its way. But in this transitional period, you are enjoying the softness of your oversized sweater that fits like a worn glove as your hair dances in the breeze. Leaves are falling around you with a gentle grace, like snowflakes that fall within a snow globe. Dark purple-bellied storm clouds are above and cast the main street of the town with a soft metallic hue that reflects off the slick village sidewalks upon which the heels of your boots create a patter. And in this port town, Main Street is elevated above the local rocky beach and gives views of the rugged peninsula of a town that juts out in the ocean with a series of wooden bungalows and historic homes. Below the main street, dashed with small shops and a diner and a post office and bank, the incoming tide pounds against the rocky shore. You are the sole navigator downtown on this stormy day. As you approach a looming grassy hill where Main Street comes to a dead end. Atop this hill is the local library, which occupies a historic 3-story stone home with vistas that look out upon the white caps of the steel blue-gray sea. The wind whips around the hill as rain begins to fall, and you carefully balance as you ascend the slick, weather-worn granite steps that lead to the front door of the library. Just before the clouds open up, you make it to the top of the hill and the stairs of the library, finding shelter on the wraparound porch. You approach the front door, feeling the cool, rustic cast iron handle in the palm of your hand as you open the door to a magical escape from the cruel autumn day. And as the door clicks open, you feel as if a warm wave of intoxicating light wafts from the foyer of the library, making you instantly comfortable and welcome. The sweet smell of old books is carried on the warm wave that feels like a gentle hug, as if fingers wrap around your back and guide you into the refuge of this historic and magical place. And the door instantly closes behind you, and you are alone in the foyer and standing atop a worn oriental rug in shades of sapphire blue and gold, reminiscent of the sea on a vibrant summer's day. The room is lit by colorful stained glass lamps that are atop bookshelves and floor lamps with long brass chains that dangle beneath the rich jewel-toned hues of the satiny lampshades. In the distance, you hear the crackling of a fire, and you hear the soft footsteps of the librarian as she comes to the entryway and greets you with a warm, maternal smile. You know her kind face so well you could draw it with your eyes closed. She has been a local town hero to you since your childhood. She lovingly opened your eyes to the world of magic that exists between the fragile pages of leather-bound books. She instilled a gift that through your lifetime has allowed you to fearlessly take on challenges and adventures through time and space without leaving the safe confines of this historic library, a sanctuary open to all who dare to explore. And through her love of books, she imprinted the same connection with the written word within you that has allowed you to develop deep empathy and understanding and a worldliness. She encourages you to explore and enjoy your afternoon at the library, noting how happy she is to see your face again and how much you have grown and how wonderful you look. And you welcome this maternal love. And when your eyes meet hers, you impart the deep-seated gratitude you feel for this comely woman and this magical place. As she steps aside, you close your eyes for a moment and take in the warmth of the library as the wind whips around the stone building and the ocean crashes below. The rain is now falling at a steady pace as you inhale the enrapturing perfume of literary masterpieces, with pages that have been thumbed through and have transported hundreds of readers out of the confines of this small coastal village to the limitless destinations of the written word and your imagination. Again, you exhale and inhale the lovely smell of books and wood burning in the fireplace. Opening your eyes, you head to the back room, which contains all the greatest works in literature and fiction. Walking through the rows of books, you gently brush your fingers along their spines. The books line the ceiling-high mahogany wood shelves, and gently smiling, you pick up a random book or two as you go, hugging them tightly against your chest, feeling the same excitement and bliss you felt as a small child when you first learned that every book was available and just waiting for you to dive in and take a new journey. And with all that these literary works have offered you, and how rich your life has become because of the written word, these books have never asked for anything from you in return. You once again feel a deep gratitude as you pull another book or two from the shelves until you have a stack that you balance against your body, running from your navel to beneath your chin. Your arms are strong as you balance with this familiar embrace with the written works that have had the biggest influence on your life. You walk to the back of the room, towards the marble fireplace that roars with a fire. Before the fire is a plush rug upon which the library's cat is curled up in a ball and sweetly purring in contentment. This cat is from a lineage of cats that have protected and resided in the library since even before you were born. You place the books gently on an antique hand-carved table that has occupied the library since it was first erected over a century ago. And you take a seat in the deep, plush, velvety wine-colored armchair and allow your head to rest upon the back of the chair as you cross your legs and take the first book from the pile. All the books you have chosen are those that have most captivated you in this life. Perhaps these are even books you have read again and again. And whatever this book is, you pick it up and place it in your lap and open the book to reveal a manila library card pocket glued to the front page. Like a relic, you finger the enclosed library card and see your own name signed it out many years ago. And you feel a fondness that this library continues to use traditional library cards, even while the rest of the libraries of the world gravitated towards a digital system. Just as this book left a mark on you, you can now see your own name on the card. The mark that you reading it has left on this book. You turn the page, and as you start to read the words on the worn pages, where the edges have been softened by loving readers, you see the flames in the fire that continue to flicker before you in your peripheral vision. The words on the page and the shadows formed from the dancing flames are hypnotic and captivating. And as you feel your heart rate slowing and your body relaxing, you go into a trance state. And suddenly your favorite character from the novel appears before you. And this character sits in the opposing velvet chair across from you, and you feel serene and so content. This opportunity is one you had always dreamed would happen, and here, right before you, you have the character's full attention. And you listen, taking in whatever messages you need to hear, whatever inspiration this character provided to you. You are now directly connected to one another in real time. And the energy is so empowering. It's as if a light has come to life upon a plug connecting with an outlet. And you have a great conversation, letting the conversation flow. And you take this time to thank this character for shaping your life, for giving you the courage or insight or whatever it is that you gleaned and that allowed you to become a more complex person with a rich inner life. And with that, the character vanishes into thin air, and you reach for another favorite book. And perhaps this time, it is the author who comes to meet you. Or perhaps it is another character. It is your choice. And your special time in this enchanted library. And so right now, you choose who to see. And you begin a new conversation that allows you to feel listened to. That your own thoughts and interpretations have merit, that how you feel and what you say truly matters. And it is such a wonderful, welcoming feeling. You feel so relaxed, so open to whatever wisdom may come your way right now. Listening, asking, engaging. How rich and wonderful this life can be. As you once again take a deep breath in and are reminded of the soft smell of books and dusty antiques. And this visitor before you invites you to close your eyes and get relaxed as he or she begins to read a passage from the book to you, reminding you of what it was like to be read stories before you fell asleep as a child, and what a dream experience, something beyond even your wildest of fantasies, to now be with your favorite character or author in this intimate, cozy setting, as the words upon the page are shared with you. And these words come to life, as if being typed upon the air in long ribbons that wrap around you like yarn, until all these words form a blanket of safety and comfort around you. As you nestle in and go deeper and deeper down, as the voice of the reader, and even as my voice, begin to fade away, and you delve into the dark sanctity of your own mind and imagination, making the words your own, riding the cascade of emotions and sentiments that come up with a special interaction, drifting further and further away, where you may cross the bridge from your waking life to your sleeping life, where you may cross the bridge from your reading life to your dreaming life, allowing all the characters and stories and themes of your favorite books to come together in a cinematic marathon of dreams to come, feeling the gratitude for the safety of the library and this comfortable chair near the roaring fire and purring library cat as the rain pelts against the historic building and you are taken deeper and deeper down. The gray skies outside make it hard to have any indication of time, but you feel it is the perfect time for a nap. And so you let yourself go, as if flying through the night upon a magic carpet that is comprised of pages from the books you most love. And with this visual of you riding through the night's sky, soaring to the greatest of heights where there are no bounds, and like falling autumn leaves, you too are now completely untethered and free to drift wherever you desire to go. You may surrender to sleep, or you may ride along the sound of my voice to another sleep adventure. The long car ride, the winding down that comes with fall, may be felt in the air as people have now returned to their routines, fresh off the carefree tempo of summer. It feels inspiring to know that this is now your time to explore and relax as you embark on a getaway from all that requires concentration and thought. Like the jewel-toned, changing leaves of the autumn trees surrounding the tarmac and airport, you feel yourself being molded by this experience, as if an autumnal-hued kaleidoscope of warm light pours through you and inspires you to be present, to feel the bliss in being alive in this moment, right now. And you flow through space as if your feet float just above the earth, so at ease. This new environment deactivates the control center in your brain and allows it to go into a hibernation mode, inhaling deeply before sighing out the cool autumn air. And there is a slight mist in the air, and you can feel the metallic droplets meet your lips with another deep inhale before you sigh it out. And the loved ones who have met you at the airport now assist with loading your heavy bags into the trunk of the car as you allow yourself to board the back of the car. And this car is perfect for a passenger, set to specifications that allow you to have enough space to lie down if you so desire, while also feeling cozy, as if you are within a safe pod, surrounded by windows and a skylight that look out upon fall in all its beautiful glory. Knowing how tired you are after such a long journey, your loved ones understand that you need some time to rest before arriving at the cabin. And so there is a pillow and soft micro plush blanket that is freshly laundered and your favorite color, as if they knew this would make you feel more at ease. Your eyes are slightly bleary, your body very heavy, and your breathing is so relaxed. And you feel safe. As the car pulls out of the airport lot, you realize that it feels nice to surrender and trust that you are being taken care of, reminding you of a time you felt safe when you were young, when you felt nourished and all your needs were met. And this knowing just came as a sensation, as kind and delicate as warm late summer waves on a lake, flowing over your body as you bask in the sun, feeling connected, feeling content. And the gentle vibration of the tires against the open road gives you this feeling of freedom and a soothing sensation, offering a similar vibration and sound to that of a kitten purring. The gentle acceleration of the vehicle allows your body to propel forward and back in a rocking motion, as if floating atop the incoming tide of the lake. And you take this moment to realize how good you feel, and a soft murmuring between your loved ones in the front seats of the automobile is like a musical soundtrack, and you pick up on the energy of their routine and love and playfulness that has existed between them for a long time and comes through in their gentle patter. It is so nice to be surrounded by the familiar and to have nothing expected of you. Feeling love for these navigators, whoever they may be, whoever it is you want them to be, is all up to you right now. You look out the window and press your cheek against the cool glass, cracking the window just a bit so you may take in the fresh air and smells of a wood stove burning in the distance. The gentle breeze blows wisps of hair from your face as you inhale and exhale, even yawning a bit. Your loved ones meet your gaze in the rear view mirror and knowingly give an exchange of understanding of how tired you must be and gratitude that you are on this journey with them. It feels so nice to be welcome and to be appreciated for being your authentic self in this moment. The winding road curves around autumn blaze maple trees with their leaves of vibrant red, popping out among trees decked in leaves of topaz and deep amethyst and banana yellow. When the beauty overwhelms you, taking your breath away, to the point you cannot imagine the world could even be more beautiful, the car rounds a bend in the road, and a shower of golden sunlight pours upon the pavement and car and jewel-toned trees like a shower of honey. And you come upon a red barn and farmhouse that is surrounded by a golden stream running around the property in a series of S shapes. Pumpkins are nestled around a mailbox that is designed to mimic the architecture of the barn behind it. And a large furry pup runs across the rolling green fields until she comes upon an apple orchard. You can even smell the marriage of decaying leaves and the rich earth with the redolence of crisp apples. This beauty is like a postcard come to life, inspiring memories of soft sweaters and nights by a fire. You see children running alongside bales of hay, lapping up the last of the golden rays of sun, now that nightfall arrives so much sooner. One of the children pretends his jacket is a cape as he leaps from a bale of hay as if in flight. And you remember what it felt like to have that youthful zest and confidence brought by a prop as simple as a makeshift cape. To that child, anything is possible. And to you, if you only just give yourself a moment to believe and feel it, anything is possible for you as well. And how you wish you could solidify this golden moment into a locket that you could wear upon your heart to always remind yourself of this feeling of warmth and comfort and promise The last rays of the setting sun shower upon the entrance to the highway, and you listen as the blinker clicks and the car merges with a light trickle of traffic that ventures northward. The sun is now disappearing behind the mountain, colorfully speckled by the fall foliage. As the car accelerates and drives into the night, the radio murmurs at a volume nearly inaudible to you, but you make out enough to understand that there is an announcement calling for rain. You look to the skylight above and see the dark clouds overhead. Peering out the front window to see the storm in the distance. With at least another hour to go, you find yourself feeling ready to take a little nap. The first pelt of water hits the windshield, and then a few more large drops ping upon the roof of the car. You wrap yourself in the plush blanket, resting your head upon the pillow and nestling deep into the car's back seat. As you feel the tires transitioning from a dry paved road to the slick rain-spritzed pavement, feeling the gentle hum of the car and continued vibration against the highway that gently massages your body as you allow your heavy lids to fall. Drinking in this feeling of comfort and ease and love. The soft murmurs of conversation in the front seat continues as the soft rain increases upon the roof and windows of the carefully controlled vehicle. You feel the deep trust that you will arrive at your destination safely. And so too may you arrive at the milestones and dreams you have yet to realize. It is all in the journey. And you may allow yourself to soak in all the sensory elements. The rhythmic flow of the windshield wipers on the downbeat supports the rhythm of the staccato rain. The smells of burning wood and fresh, cool rain permeate the car and remind you of the cabin that waits for you, and the gentle strobing of headlights flicker and create shadows that move through the windows like dancing gingerbread men. And your imaginative mind lets whatever lights and shadows that penetrate through your eyelids to take on forms and shapes that both entertain and comfort you. Whatever those images may be. And for now, you are content to drift in and out of consciousness in the back seat of this car that continues onward into the night. Beneath the plumes of charcoal clouds that now blend with the dark night's sky. And the further north you go, the more that evergreens appear and replace the deciduous trees along the highway. The smell of pine and balsam fir now fragrance the night air as the car's blinker comes on and you are in a state just below total consciousness, lucidly dreaming you are in a car and also at home in bed. These images blending in a feeling of contentment as the car exits the highway and comes upon a country road. You feel each bend and wind of the road as the car gently glides along the slick pavements as if it is on rails, as if it intuitively anticipates every wind and bend because your beloved driver is practiced and familiar with the hamlet where the vacation cabin resides. How nice it is to have a place you return to just enough from such an early time in your life that it feels interwoven with the transitions in your personal history. And like an old friend, it welcomes you and allows you to pick up just where things were last left, as if no time has been lost. You feel each groove of the road as the car continues until it comes upon the gravel of a long driveway illuminated by solar lanterns stagnated upon the grassy edge, the trees rustling in the breeze as leaves blow across the lawn, and the car comes to a stop. The doors unlock, and you open the passenger door as you ease your way out, remembering times as a child when you pretended to still be asleep so you would be carried to your bed. How lovely it felt to be nurtured and tended to in this way that it was worth your childlike theatrics. and feeling kind towards those memories. You find yourself awake enough to exit the car and take your bags. Following your dear loved ones to the front door of a log cabin nestled within the woods, feeling as if you are in a dream-like state, half sleepwalking and half awake. And this trance state feels enchanting. Stepping onto the porch and out of the rain, the door opens as familiar smells waft towards you. Smells of your childhood, of pine walls, and of the slightest musty odor that reminds you of late night swims in the lake that exists just behind the cabin. The hallway lights are dimmed, and you're embraced gently one last time by your loved ones, who you will adventure on with come morning. But for now, just rest, just peace and stillness. You continue down the hallway to the cavernous room that was always yours. The smell of old books and balsam fir greet you from the wall of books that is across from a plush bed adorned in a hand-sewn quilt. The quilt is made of fabrics from your childhood clothes and just reminds you of being young and being so safe in this vacation retreat. You pull out your bedclothes from your backpack and quickly undress and change into a flannel set of pajamas, feeling so toasty against the damp night's air. You climb beneath the cool fabric of the downy quilt, and your head falls upon the feathered pillows that wrap around your neck with perfect support. And as you are nestled in this place of many dreams and brilliant vacation memories of years gone by, you are free to drift down, 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 remembering the mornings that used to come with the aromas of fresh coffee and pancakes drizzled in syrup, or the late nights spent playing games around the fire. And all those beautiful sensations are with you now, waiting for you in a new day. and kept within the treasure chest of your most sacred memories. You are now here in this special place for respite, for dreaming. Having safely arrived, it is now time to fall asleep, drifting further and further away from my voice, going deeper and deeper down, letting go, inhaling and exhaling in a relaxed manner. The feeling as you no longer hold any tension in your body, in your jaw, in your lungs. You are going deeper and deeper down, nestled beneath the weight of the quilt, the protection from fabrics that sheltered you before. And like the young child with a makeshift cape, this quilt serves as more than just a blanket. It is a gateway to security and peace. You may now surrender to sleep in the comforts of this quilt, or you may use its soothing mystical powers to comfortably glide into the next adventure. Autumn in New England. Visualize that you are seated in the deep burgundy seat of a night train, chugging along through New England in early fall. You are the only passenger in this train car, and you feel quite content and special to have this experience all to yourself. The sound of the train is lulling you deeper into relaxation as you gently rock back and forth, back and forth. Outside the window, you see quaint little towns that you pass by. And these towns are scattered with vibrant trees, peeking in their rich jewel-toned hues of amber, magenta, fiery orange, and yellow. Although it is early evening, the sun has already set, and darkness takes over as colorful leaves blow in front of the vintage-looking street lamps like jewel-toned confetti. The train pulls through a small, quiet town, and as it comes to the station, you know that this is where you must disembark to arrive at your cottage for the night. You are traveling lightly as you step out onto the stairs that wait for you, guiding you down to the tracks. And the train tracks are littered with more vibrant leaves, and now you can take in their rich fragrance of the earth. In the distance, the smells of a cider mill travel in the autumn breeze, intoxicating with their aged sweetness. You cross the tracks towards the quiet main street, feeling as the leaves crunch beneath your feet. The businesses have all closed for the night, and their architecture carries a rich history with Victorian buildings and columns, and all the homes around also are occupied by people settling down for a night's rest. This historic sense that you get from the town just makes you feel easy and welcome, with a connectedness to those who have come before and thrived at a different point in history. You draw from this wisdom, this richness of experience, feeling so welcome and even happy. And the cool, crisp air is so clean and fresh. You feel yourself being purified with each breath in and out. Your body is tingling from the cool temperature, feeling refreshed and with an aliveness all over your body. You also feel quite relaxed. You continue to pass through the main street before turning onto a side street that is much more quiet and dim, and with each step going further and further down to a deep place of stillness. And from this quiet street, you see a mulch-lined path and continue on it until you approach a small footbridge that goes over a rushing stream. And though the street lamps are now few and far between, the light of the moon sets your path aglow. The water of the stream is twinkling magically beneath the bridge, and you notice a large leaf in your favorite color, whichever that may be, is floating down the stream as well. And you cannot help but to imagine what it must be like to feel so light, floating freely down the cool water under the glow of the moon in complete surrender. And this thought makes you feel very secure and full of a trust that you are being guided as well, protected in this life and on the right path. Past the bridge, you are brought to an orchard of apple trees that form a beautiful arch above the path as your feet continue to crunch and fallen leaves. The fragrant apple smell is now met with the smell of a burning fire as a trail of smoke travels from the chimney of your cottage up ahead. And feeling so very tired and at ease, you know there would be nothing more enjoyable right now than to relax by the fire and drift asleep for the night. So you continue beneath the glittery stars as the path guides you to the front porch of your cozy cottage. And on this porch, the colorful leaves are like a kaleidoscope print across the wooden planks of the floor, and a rocking chair blows in the wind. You feel a chill in the air as you reach for the cool engraved antique knob and open the door. And once you open the door, it is as if the cottage comes to life with a welcoming warmth and fragrance of warm mulled cider awaiting you, and the smell of cinnamon sticks, along with the comforting scent of burning logs, makes you feel cozy and relaxed. And the A-frame of this open cottage has exposed beams that are golden and provide a canvas for the dancing shadows cast by the flickering flames in the fireplace. You feel warm and tired, walking to a generously sized armchair that is wide and inviting enough to serve as a bed. You walk towards this chair, taking a seat and noticing the steaming mug that awaits you on the end table nearby as you settle into the chair and take a sip. The warm, sweet flavor travels down your throat and warms you from the inside out. And the chair forms around you, supporting your neck and arms, behind your knees and your feet, feeling as though you are defying gravity, and that this chair was perfectly made for you and you alone. And on the table, where you rest your mug and its warm contents, you find an envelope in luxurious cream-colored stationery with a gold seal addressed to you. And you realize this is a letter that has been written in your penmanship. A letter written from the deepest, most loving parts of yourself. And as you are so cozy and at ease, you remove the seal and take the letter from within, feeling the soft and luxurious stationery in your fingers. It's velvety and assembled with great attention. And as you open and read the words written with a fountain pen, you see a message from your best self, from the deepest part of you that sees the big picture to this life, encouraging you to grow and stay true to your intuition and passions as you inhale and exhale and read these words written only for you, feeling their kindness and truth radiate all along your body. You are loved. You are worthy of love and of living a great, fulfilling life. You deserve to enjoy your time and to find deep relaxation every night as you come to sleep. And you take in whatever other messages appear to you, loving and kind, encouraging all that you seek to grow and improve and experience. And you finish this letter, tucking it back into the envelope, allowing yourself to do exactly what you need to do. Letting go, letting the tiredness come over. And you close your eyes, nestled in the warm glow of the fire, inhaling and exhaling, and you cuddle under a fluffy blanket in your favorite color, bringing it up under your chin in this cozy New England cottage that carries a long history of offering comfort and respite in this peaceful little town. And your mind is drifting to this ethereal, dreamlike state. And as it drifts, your body feels alive, and points of relaxation are activated in all the places you often carry your tension, releasing at each point. And when you do, it is as though a spark of light glows, illuminating at the crown of your head, twinkling like stars along your temples and your third eye, your throat and collarbones, your neck and shoulders, aglow like a string of lights, aligning with your spine as each light sends a healing wave of release down the backs of your legs, your hip pointers and knees and ankles, to the curves of your feet and all your fingers and toes, finding pressure points lighting up with a warm electric energy that tingles and relaxes you further, sending a sense of well-being and utter surrender as you inhale and exhale, going further and further down. Right now, you feel tranquility and peace. The heaviness of your lids is winning over any desire to stay awake, drifting and drifting, and the sounds of the fire are hypnotic and enchanting. And as you close your eyes, memories of joy come flooding to you, enlivening a thought or memory of autumns gone by. The carefree feeling of running through the leaves, the excitement of seasonal change, signifying an ending and a new beginning, and tuning in to the memories of starry autumn nights shared with those you love, succumbing to that yearning to cuddle and get warm, to be cozy and safe, enjoying the aroma of the season, ripened apples and pumpkins, as you let whatever images and happy memories float to you and ease you as you transition towards sleep, feeling so heavy, so relaxed, so in tune with the sacred harmony with this season, with the night, with your safe haven, nestled into your blanket, still, at peace, and full of gratitude, knowing that at any time you may bring yourself to this state of ease as you inhale and exhale. And how good it feels to have something existing just for you, nurturing and kind, and so very much deserved. Happy, warm, serene and grateful, succumbing to the moment as the tiredness takes over and you may rest, breathing in and breathing out. You are free to drift further and further away to a dreamy world, shadows dancing around you from burning logs in the fireplace. So serene, you are floating deeper and deeper down, drifting away, closer to sleep. Inhale and exhale. And if anyone were to witness this moment, or you were to float above and peer into the scene from the outside looking in, you would see the soft and sleeping face of a person who is so very relaxed, so safe in this beautiful place for respite, tucked away in this magical orchard in New England, in the comforts of your own cottage. You are plugged into this picturesque town and the nurturing serenity that comes with it, and you will fall into a sleep with dreams that are harmonious with the natural beauty that surrounds you. And it makes all of right now easy to let go, transitioning between the waking world and the restful sleep ahead. And this is your time where you have done all that you need to do to heal and recover from the day, and still have the great fortune of a new day with new adventures waiting for you as you let go, grateful for this restorative time, drifting down, traveling, finding rest and ease, finding enchantment. Visualize that you are seated in the deep burgundy seat of a night train, chugging along through New England in early fall. You are the only passenger in this train car, and you feel quite content and special to have this experience all to yourself. The sound of the train is lulling you deeper into relaxation as you gently rock back and forth, back and forth. Outside the window, you see quaint little towns that you pass by. And these towns are scattered with vibrant trees, peeking in their rich jewel-toned hues of amber, magenta, fiery orange, and yellow. Although it is early evening, the sun has already set, and darkness takes over as colorful leaves blow in front of the vintage-looking street lamps like jewel-toned confetti. The train pulls through a small, quiet town, and as it comes to the station, you know that this is where you must disembark to arrive at your cottage for the night. and you are traveling lightly as you step out onto the stairs that wait for you, guiding you down to the tracks. And the train tracks are littered with more vibrant leaves, and now you can take in their rich fragrance of the earth. In the distance, the smells of a cider mill travel in the autumn breeze, intoxicating with their aged sweetness. You cross the tracks towards the quiet main street, feeling as the leaves crunch beneath your feet. The businesses have all closed for the night, and their architecture carries a rich history with Victorian buildings and columns, and all the homes around also are occupied by people settling down for a night's rest. This historic sense that you get from the town just makes you feel easy and welcome, with a connectedness to those who have come before and thrived at a different point in history. You draw from this wisdom, this richness of experience, feeling so welcome and even happy. And the cool, crisp air is so clean and fresh. You feel yourself being purified with each breath in and out. Your body is tingling from the cool temperature, feeling refreshed and with an aliveness all over your body. You also feel quite relaxed. You continue to pass through the main street before turning onto a side street that is much more quiet and dim, and with each step going further and further down to a deep place of stillness. And from this quiet street, you see a mulch-lined path and continue on it until you approach a small footbridge that goes over a rushing stream. And though the street lamps are now few and far between, the light of the moon sets your path aglow. The water of the stream is twinkling magically beneath the bridge, and you notice a large leaf in your favorite color, whichever that may be, is floating down the stream as well. And you cannot help but to imagine what it must be like to feel so light, floating freely down the cool water under the glow of the moon in complete surrender. And this thought makes you feel very secure and full of a trust that you are being guided as well, protected in this life and on the right path. Past the bridge, you are brought to an orchard of apple trees that form a beautiful arch above the path as your feet continue to crunch and fallen leaves. The fragrant apple smell is now met with the smell of a burning fire as a trail of smoke travels from the chimney of your cottage up ahead. And feeling so very tired and at ease, you know there would be nothing more enjoyable right now than to relax by the fire and drift asleep for the night. So you continue beneath the glittery stars as the path guides you to the front porch of your cozy cottage. And on this porch, the colorful leaves are like a kaleidoscope print across the wooden planks of the floor, and a rocking chair blows in the wind. You feel a chill in the air as you reach for the cool engraved antique knob and open the door. And once you open the door, it is as if the cottage comes to life with a welcoming warmth and fragrance of warm mulled cider awaiting you, and the smell of cinnamon sticks, along with the comforting scent of burning logs, makes you feel cozy and relaxed. And the A-frame of this open cottage has exposed beams that are golden and provide a canvas for the dancing shadows cast by the flickering flames in the fireplace. You feel warm and tired, walking to a generously sized armchair that is wide and inviting enough to serve as a bed. You walk towards this chair, taking a seat and noticing the steaming mug that awaits you on the end table nearby as you settle into the chair and take a sip. The warm, sweet flavor travels down your throat and warms you from the inside out. And the chair forms around you, supporting your neck and arms, behind your knees and your feet, feeling as though you are defying gravity, and that this chair was perfectly made for you and you alone. And on the table, where you rest your mug and its warm contents, you find an envelope in luxurious cream-colored stationery with a gold seal addressed to you. And you realize this is a letter that has been written in your penmanship. A letter written from the deepest, most loving parts of yourself. And as you are so cozy and at ease, you remove the seal and take the letter from within, feeling the soft and luxurious stationery in your fingers. It's velvety and assembled with great attention. And as you open and read the words written with a fountain pen, you see a message from your best self, from the deepest part of you that sees the big picture to this life, encouraging you to grow and stay true to your intuition and passions as you inhale and exhale and read these words written only for you, feeling their kindness and truth radiate all along your body. You are loved. You are worthy of love and of living a great, fulfilling life. You deserve to enjoy your time and to find deep relaxation every night as you come to sleep. And you take in whatever other messages appear to you, loving and kind, encouraging all that you seek to grow and improve and experience. And you finish this letter tucking it back into the envelope, allowing yourself to do exactly what you need to do. Letting go, letting the tiredness come over. And you close your eyes, nestled in the warm glow of the fire, inhaling and exhaling. And you cuddle under a fluffy blanket in your favorite color, bringing it up under your chin in this cozy New England cottage that carries a long history of offering comfort and respite in this peaceful little town. And your mind is drifting to this ethereal, dreamlike state. And as it drifts, your body feels alive, and points of relaxation are activated in all the places you often carry your tension, releasing at each point. And when you do, it is as though a spark of light glows, illuminating at the crown of your head, twinkling like stars along your temples and your third eye, your throat and collarbones, your neck and shoulders, aglow like a string of lights, aligning with your spine as each light sends a healing wave of release down the backs of your legs, your hip pointers and knees and ankles, to the curves of your feet and all your fingers and toes, finding pressure points lighting up with a warm electric energy that tingles and relaxes you further, sending a sense of well-being and utter surrender as you inhale and exhale, going further and further down. Right now, you feel tranquility and peace. The heaviness of your lids is winning over any desire to stay awake, drifting and drifting, and the sounds of the fire are hypnotic and enchanting. And as you close your eyes, memories of joy come flooding to you, enlivening a thought or memory of autumns gone by. The carefree feeling of running through the leaves, the excitement of seasonal change, signifying an ending and a new beginning, and tuning in to the memories of starry autumn nights shared with those you love, succumbing to that yearning to cuddle and get warm, to be cozy and safe, enjoying the aroma of the season, ripened apples and pumpkins, as you let whatever images and happy memories float to you and ease you as you transition towards sleep, feeling so heavy, so relaxed, so in tune with the sacred harmony with this season, with the night, with your safe haven, nestled into your blanket, still, at peace, and full of gratitude, knowing that at any time you may bring yourself to this state of ease as you inhale and exhale, and how good it feels to have something existing just for you, nurturing and kind, and so very much deserved. Happy, warm, serene and grateful, succumbing to the moment as the tiredness takes over and you may rest, breathing in and breathing out. You are free to drift further and further away to a dreamy world, shadows dancing around you from burning logs in the fireplace. So serene, you are floating deeper and deeper down, drifting away, closer to sleep. Inhale and exhale. And if anyone were to witness this moment, or you were to float above and peer into the scene from the outside looking in, you would see the soft and sleeping face of a person who is so very relaxed, so safe in this beautiful place for respite, tucked away in this magical orchard in New England, in the comforts of your own cottage. You are plugged into this picturesque town and the nurturing serenity that comes with it, and you will fall into a sleep with dreams that are harmonious with the natural beauty that surrounds you. And it makes all of right now easy to let go, transitioning between the waking world and the restful sleep ahead. And this is your time where you have done all that you need to do to heal and recover from the day, and still have the great fortune of a new day with new adventures waiting for you as you let go, grateful for this restorative time, drifting down, traveling, finding rest and ease, finding enchantment as you fall asleep, or as you are carried away to another setting of fall splendor. The choice, as always, is yours. Wild horses in autumn. You softly float above the salty mist of the ocean, and then land on the soft, glistening sand of a beach at sunset. The golden hour rays illuminating the soft sand and rocky cliffs that create an enclave and private setting that enable it to be a spacious haven. You feel the salty mist moisten your nostrils as you inhale and exhale. The air has the crispness of autumn as you find yourself among a pack of wild horses, running through the surf as each wave hits the sand. The air is crisp, but the water still carries with it the lingering warmth from a hot summer. You are part of a glorious herd that splashes through each wave with a rhythmic vibration on the sandy beach as hooves in unison come into contact with the earth. And you are riding your own horse, feeling united and carefree. And you notice the droplets of water on the chestnut horse before you, glistening and refracting light into glittering specks of gold and rainbow prisms. With no destination in mind, you feel in unison with the group. This moment of sunset play, the beating of your strong heart pounding through your rib cage, and your breath both invigorated and relaxed with an ease and sensation that comes from a day of swimming and running fluidly through the air. Feeling the slickness of seawater coating your body and offering relief as you are one with the herd. The briny droplets of the sea are carried by a gentle, cool breeze that meets your face and layers your lips, meeting your relaxed mouth with a salty mist. You lick your lips and smile, feeling alive and present. And the sky explodes in streaks of magenta and orange as the fiery golden sun dips below the horizon. And the sea changes before you from a deep marine blue to a sun-kissed golden body of infinite waves that roll in like molten lava. And the smell of autumn is also in the air, mixing with the humid salinity of the Atlantic. You smell the sweet decay of autumn leaves. And atop your horse, you brace your arms around her pulsing neck as you ride bareback and feel so in tune that her strong, quick strides through the waves almost allow you to feel what it is like to have 4 thick muscular legs that are boundless and graceful, strong and resilient. And you feel so carefree as well. And the pack of horses comes to a slower pace, and a black horse with her ebony coat glistening like slick oil approaches you to nuzzle with her face, and you do with your arms fully extended in a welcoming embrace. Nuzzling and cuddling, feeling the goosebumps of bliss that tingle down your neck and spine and electrify your scalp as your heads come close together. She neighs and tilts her head back, the sound causing you to spontaneously laugh with an almost childlike glee, where nothing matters beyond this current moment. The herd takes off again, streaking the coastline with blurs of brown and white and gray and black. Like watercolors, the lines are as graceful as the painted sky above. The sun now gone, as a briskness moves in, since the golden orb has disappeared behind the sea. And the horses gallop, and you ride along through the sand dunes that rise high above you, creating a deep golden silhouette and seemingly endless waves of hills and valleys comprised of sand. You ride along watching the horse tracks appear before you, feeling your horse's legs below you meet the ground with such force that the sand meets your bare legs, brushing across them with a massage. The sky is now a deep shade of purple black, and the blanket of glittering stars above feels as if it is enveloping the dunes in an embrace as you continue to ride and adventure onward. Riding through the dunes, venturing further inland, the sandy ground gives way to willowy mating grasses as the native crickets begin to sound and tune up like a natural orchestra. The cool night air brings a slight chill, and you wrap your arms around your horse for a sense of comfort and warmth as the herd comes to a slower pace, cruising gracefully to where the tall grass meets an orchard of apples. The smell of cider mulling in a distant barn, a faded red antique building along the edge of the property as a dark silhouette of hills rolls behind it. The horses and yourself, content in this bountiful orchard, feast on the array of sweet, tangy apples that perfume the autumnal air and bring the welcomeness of being home. And this experience reminds you of how easy it is to run free and enjoy the mysteries of nature. This untethered release that comes with exploration and running wild. But knowing deep down there is safety in this home that always awaits your return. And this relief is felt by the herd as well as they weave through the apple trees and the pumpkin patches that have come into full bloom. They find it easy to make any place their home, and you watch this with admiration as the smell of wet leaves and the rich fragrance of the pumpkins meets your nose as you and your horse trot slowly through the trees, the air getting brisker, and it feels just a few degrees away from making your breath visible as you inhale and exhale, feeling so at peace and at ease, arching your back so your neck may crane your head towards the limitless stars above. The silver glow of the moon illuminating the property with a metallic haze. And you feel enchanted. This feeling manifesting as tingling warmth that travels all the way from the crown of your head, down your spine and limbs, enveloping your body with a welcome sensation. And you are beginning to feel quite tired. Your lungs are relaxed as you inhale the cool night air and feel a sigh come out just as your horse begins to neigh in a similar release. Because it is time now to feel the release of the day, more and more ready to let go and unwind. Your horse guides you to the smaller gray barn on the property, which is illuminated by gas lights hanging along the path and alongside the open barn door. Riding your way down the stone path to the entrance, the horse leads you to the barn entry, your safe respite for the night. And all the horses continue to graze around the property, free to stay or roam as they desire. But your own horse will always choose to stay close, a guardian for you throughout the days and night, always present when you need her. And it feels good to feel this protection, this safety, and being cared for. Hopping off the mare, you reach the stone path with your feet as you nuzzle with your horse one more time, nose to nose, while you stroke her neck and say goodnight. You enter the rustic archway of the renovated barn, noticing the quirky hominess of the seaside barn, strung with white Christmas lights around the gleaming wooden balcony of the loft above. Removing your clothing when you find warm bedclothes folded in a laundry basket that rests on an aquamarine rug. The decor is beachy and rustic and cozy, having been designed to bring together the natural seaside beauty of the island, with collections of seashells dangling from a dim chandelier in the middle of the room, hanging above a soft plush sofa. Feeling so tired and ready for a night of healing rest, you inhale the fragrance of fresh lavender from the bedclothes that you changed into, feeling the softness of the cloth against your skin, ready to make your way towards the wooden stairs that lead to the loft. You can still hear the neighs and running of the horses outside. They also begin to make their plans for the night, taking off again to the mysterious places they go to restore themselves as well when night has fallen. Knowing your own horse has taken refuge in the stall next to your barn, bedding down in the hay for the night. And so you take yourself up each step to the loft, one at a time, feeling more and more tired with each step, more ready for sleep. Reaching the landing of the loft, where your plush bed awaits, covered with a hand-stitched patchwork quilt in your favorite colors and patterns. You walk towards the bed and pull back the covers and fall into the softness, cuddling beneath the warmth it offers you from the brisk nighttime air. Secure, sleepy, resting below the skylights above, where you may glimpse at the stars and moon that illuminate the sky. Feeling a warmth in your heart center as you think of the bountiful beauty and nature that surround you. And whenever doubts or concerns in your waking life come up, whenever you need to remember how special life can be, your mind will drift to this gentle memory, knowing that you are safe and secure. And while this cozy safety awaits you, so too does the freedom to run and roam and explore on new adventures. The salty air of the Atlantic is in a harmonic medley with the brisk air and smells of apples and smoke from a wood stove that is drifted on a gentle night breeze. Closing your eyes as you are ready to go deeper and deeper down, and you continue in the state of relaxation, feeling heavy, drifting towards maritime dreams, your eyelids like shutters, closing for the night as you drift further and further, feeling the space between your muscles and joints, the space between your vertebrae, between your fingers and toes, and in these spaces, welcoming a healing and warm light, deep resonating feelings and ties to a sense of home and stillness and safety start at the core of your being and radiate through your limbs out to the tips of your toes and fingers, from the crown of your head tingling warmly all over your skin like electric pulses, bringing contentment and an ease of being. And your mind is drifting to this ethereal, dreamlike state, feeling a gentle wind flowing across the bed, bringing with it inspiration for the good dreams that await you. And right now, you feel tranquility and peace. Closing your eyes as the heaviness of your lids is winning over any desire to stay awake. Drifting and drifting, the sounds of the autumn breeze has a gentle hypnotic effect. Memories of joy come flooding to you. You start to feel so heavy, so relaxed, so in tune with the night, with your safe haven, as on the backs of the eyelids you see wild horses running free, galloping fearlessly into the night, nestling into the pillow, feeling this thunderous, rhythmic beauty in your heart that continues to beat without a need for explanation, just the same as the horse's hooves continue to beat into the solid earth, roaming into the night, feeling so grateful to have tapped into this other world, happy and warm, succumbing to this moment as the tiredness takes over and you may rest, breathing in and breathing out. Your mind is free to drift and dream, to drift further and further away, empowered by the same freedom that the wild horses exercise as they gallop into the crashing surf. And you are floating deeper and deeper down, drifting away closer to sleep as you inhale and exhale, finding surrender. And you will fall into a sleep with dreams that are harmonious with the natural beauty that surrounds you, reliving the invigorating feeling of the sea air in your lungs as you pounded down the shores atop your horse, as the vibrant herd splashed through the white crested waves around you, the night air offering a freshness that purifies you within as you inhale and exhale deeply, finding sleep. And it makes all of right now easy to let go, and you can drift to sleep as your body does all it needs to do to heal and recover from the day right now, drifting down, down, down welcoming the night, traveling, finding rest and ease, finding enchantment. I am going to count you down to this place of restorative and beautiful dream-filled sleep, where you and wild horses may continue to roam the world freely and unencumbered. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding release, finding peace, finding sleep. It's time to dream away. Good night.